What's good, y'all? Fats here with another banger. Today we're watching Skip and Shannon. Y'all know we watch Skip and Shannon every Monday because of the NFL. And it's special now because it's the playoffs and my Giants won. Let's go, Big Blue fans, stand up. We won. So I wanted to check out a little bit of this segment. We're also going to check out the Chargers Jaguars segment a little bit. We'll watch a little bit of both. Vibe out a little bit. We got the Buccaneers and Cowboys tonight. Can't wait to react to that one. We might watch Undisputed tomorrow because obviously the Cowboys are a big topic, especially if they lose. I'll probably watch that segment tomorrow. Also, no matter what, I'll probably watch that segment tomorrow. So we'll definitely be back with some Skip and Shannon tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna watch the Giants and Chargers segments. Make sure to go check out the reactions if you haven't. Great reactions yesterday and the day before. So let's check out this segment. Let's go.
Quarterback. He looked like the quarterback they selected with the 5th
Whoa,
overall.
did he look like a top 5 quarterback? Danny
Daniel
Dimes?
Jones looked like a top 5 quarterback. He looked like the quarterback they selected with the 5th
Yes,
overall pick, and a lot of people questioned that selection.
Yes.
Since that Brian Daboll, has arrived, Skip, he's been phenomenal.
Brian Daboll's different.
Played very, very well.
Brian Daboll's different. Coach of the year.
They have these stats.
Award predictions are coming out sometime before the awards. The video's been done, but it's coming out.
About play over what was expected. I don't think anybody expected Daniel Jones to play this well. When you look at
yes, sir.
The first quarterback to
yes, sir.
over 300 yards.
I mean, his legs are just huge, man. Like the way he runs is just like so underrated.
So I think that speaks volume to the type of game that he had. He was phenomenal, and the Vikings did not account for the man's leg.
Vikings just defense is garbage, man. And we locked up Jefferson.
And Skip, he pieced him out so many times. I think he had over 70 yards rushing.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And he's a lot.
Sorry, 78. Yeah.
He's
yes,
a
sir.
lot faster than Skip. When you look at him, you're like, he can't run. But you watch him in some of these clips, Skip, he's pulling away from people.
Pulling away.
he timed.
Pulling away.
The combine.
He looks a little faster. Yeah. He looks like he. But Skip, he made great throws. He ran the ball well, and he protected the football. And that's been the knock on him. Several times he's led the league in fumbles lost.
True.
He's a high turnover guy. But yesterday,
it just took Brian Daboll, man, and we don't have any receivers. Is the most impressive part. Even though our receivers are playing well, you know. We don't have any named receivers.
The best game that I've seen him play, given the magnitude.
Yeah, probably the best game given the magnitude.
It's hard to say Daniel Jones has played another game. Now, Skip, when you look at the stats, it wasn't like Cousins played awful. He was 31 of 39, 273, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yep.
But he didn't do anything spectacular.
No. Yes,
Daniel Jones was spectacular.
I don't think Cousins did anything bad except for the last play of the game. You know, when he threw the check down, that was an awful. Why would you do that? 4th down. What are you doing?
On 3rd and 12, why the hell would you ever throw the ball 6 yards? You thought the guy was going to break like 15 times to get the first down? Damn, at least throw it 10, and maybe he can fight and stretch and do something. But you throw the ball 6 yards.
Well, I understand in a like a certain way because I mean Kirk when he threw that, I mean obviously he's expecting not expecting like there's a chance he breaks that tackle 1-on-1. If he breaks just that tackle, he doesn't have to break 15 tackles. He's good. He's gonna get the first down. There was no one there, so I do understand that. And some players won't make that tackle, but just the angle it was at, the way he even had to catch that ball, there was no chance. You know what I mean? It was just there was no chance. But I understand like most players won't make that man miss and get the first down. Like you know, there was no one else there. So,
bro, did you realize that? But this is not about Cousins. This is not about. And the Giants, Skip, the Giants put a meme up, and they had Daniel Jones with all the chains.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why we can't have nice things.
That's why we can't have nice things. Shannon, you're a clown. Let's go. Let's go.
2 chains, 3 chains, Daniel Jones.
Yep.
But he played phenomenal. The Giants were phenomenal. They had 4 drives of at least 75 yard touchdowns. I thought, oh, look at Minnesota. Open the game up with a touchdown. Giants says, hold my beer. Right back at you.
Yes, sir.
Right back at you.
Yes, sir.
This was a complete game. And hey,
yes, sir.
After what I saw them do with their backups to the Eagles, when the Eagles had to have that game in Jalen Hurts, I give them a real good chance to go in there and do something really special, Skip. That's just me.
I like that, Shannon. I like that energy, Shannon. I like that energy, Shannon. That's just you. That's just you, baby.
And with everything you just said, including your conclusion,
woo!
I think the Eagles are about to have their hands full of Giants. I think the Eagles are on.
I don't know why. I'm gaining more and more hope, man. I'm gaining more and more hope. Like I still don't believe it that we can beat them, but I'm gaining more and more hope, man.
Of cry, Eagles cry, because who are they? So, big picture for me, this game was
Shit, are we a regular playoff team now? Like, are we a regular playoff team now? Are we that good? I'm feeling it today, man. I don't know why. At the day after, you know, even yesterday, I'm like, we're still not like that good to even have a chance against the Eagles. Today, I woke up feeling a little dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Today, I woke up feeling a little dangerous, boys. Sheesh.
Same old Kirk Cousins. Because when you most need him to rise and shine, he will disappoint you every
If it's not 1 o'clock p.m., it's over.
He's now fallen to 1-4 in the postseason.
Bless me.
Who I think he will always be. And to your point, he's going to make some plays. He's going to make a lot of plays. In fact, looking at my
Not to Jefferson yesterday, though.
Is this possible?
When are we going to talk about that?
Kirk Cousins had a better QBR than Daniel Jones yesterday. He had an 85, which is very high, to Daniel Jones' 81, which should have been higher in my estimation, because the great stat is that for the first time in NFL playoff history, we just witnessed a quarterback throw for over 300, have 2+ touchdown passes.
Yeah, first time I said that yesterday in the reaction. Yes, sir. We should go check out that reaction.
In the history of the NFL playoffs, and Daniel Jones did just that.
Yes, sir, ski.
So for me as a Cowboy fan, I did a quick step back tweet very early in the game after he'd made a nice run. And I said, I've really come to admire him because for 4 long years, he's had to withstand the New York media beating, and it's inhuman what happens.
He deserved it, though.
I know. He was at quarterback.
What a pickup, man.
Prop one up and make him realize, hey, you could do this and you can do that, and you're really good at this. So why don't we do this and that and this and that?
This, that.
Positions to succeed.
Let's go, man.
Slowly but surely, you could see him getting the hold of it until over the last, month, 6, 7 games?
Yeah, at least.
He just took off right before your very eyes. And I concluded in my tweet, I don't fear him as a Cowboy fan, although at the end of the game, I was starting to think maybe I should. But I said I don't fear him, but I've come to respect him.
Yep.
Because going into the year, which you well should have done.
Cowboys went 3 NFC East teams going into the divisional.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, here came Jalen Hurts, and then here, out of nowhere, came Daniel Jones.
Yes.
Both better than Dak.
He's 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighs 235 pounds. He runs whatever he runs. It looks like he runs 4.5 now. He has athletic ability. He has some takeoff ability where he can really gash you with his legs.
Would you fight me if I said he's the second most athletic quarterback in that division behind Hurts?
No.
Athletic?
How could I?
Athletic, yeah.
Or in Dak's early days,
yes.
Athletic. And that's not a question. That's not a question
anymore.
He's very reluctant to run, and when he does run, he looks like he's laboring.
He's lumbering and laboring. I would agree. So, congratulations to Daniel Jones for surviving
Appreciate that, Skip.
onslaught.
Appreciate that, Skip.
Thriving in New York in that media market.
Yes, sir.
Where, yes, as Saquon said after the game, he's become elite. I'm not sure I could go top 5, but
he played like one yesterday. I don't know.
It was a top 5-ish kind of a game. Okay.
He's not top 5.
To your point,
but he's going up. He might be top
fairly recently,
12-ish now.
On Christmas Eve, and it had taken a 61-yard field goal to beat them. So they went in with high confidence. It's not the same, but it was almost like the Giants in 07. They played the heck out of the Patriots in the last game. They lost 38-35. Right. So it gave them great confidence going into the Super Bowl, which obviously wound up 17-14, a much lower score. But they felt good about themselves. And you could see from jump yesterday, even though Cousins goes right down at 7-0, but Daniel Jones said, no, I got this. I can move.
That was really good, and we responded. We responded off that. That was really good. Damn, I'm really liking this segment. We usually don't watch like that much of the segment when we react to it. I might watch maybe the whole thing, man. I don't know. Probably not the whole thing, but
all right. So now we get to the end of the line. And here we go with Kirk Cousins.
Let's listen to this a little more, and then I'll skip to the end of this segment, and then we'll hit the Chargers one.
And here we go again with these roughing calls, and you and I go
roughing the passer,
back and forth, and I'm
terrible, terrible call. They tried to bait us, man.
In with them, but here it is.
Let's hear what they got to say about this, and then we'll skip it.
Did they say he hit his face mask with his arm, or was it the sling down?
They didn't say nothing because either one it wasn't.
I believe it was the sling down.
Okay.
He brushed his face mask, but I don't think you're going to call that. It was just kind of a brush with the forearm. I don't think it endangered the head at all.
Skip, the man he lands on Dexter Lawrence. Look where he lands, Skip. He lands on top of him.
He does.
Crazy.
So,
so they are in
this
agreement.
is not body weight on top of
let's see what they got to say at the end.
wire battle. And I'm leaning Giants in that one just because. Listen,
Is it Eagles?
The hotter team right now. Now they're thinking, well, at full strength, let's see what happens.
That's exactly what they're thinking.
I'm with you. I am leaning Giants in this game because it just
they're crazy.
perfectly shapes up
I'm a Giants fan.
for them to go in there and just be the better team because they're the hotter team right now.
Well, I'm not necessarily thinking that they're picking the Giants, but what I thought was a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
The Eagles were going to like a 90% chance of winning.
Well, the Eagles are a 7-point favorite. And I'll say this up front. I'd take those points right here, right now, because I think that's going to be a down to the wire.
I hope so, man. I hope it's at least a good game, man. I don't want us to go out sad.
Listen, the playoff, what do you always say? It's about matchups, but it's also about
matchups, man.
And the
when you get them. Skip, hold on. Was that against the Eagles or maybe Washington when Daniel Jones took off and tripped over his own feet?
Eagles.
Was that against Washington or the
Eagles?
Because, he had that long run. He had like an 80-yard run. He's going
against the Eagles.
Now I remember it like yesterday, but now I can't remember who the opponent was. It Dallas?
No, it was the Eagles.
No, it was a Monday. I think it was a Monday night. It might have been It was either Washington or the Eagles.
Okay.
It was the Eagles.
He did do that, and
he was running fast.
He became a laughing stock over that play. And now look,
what?
He didn't Minnesota yesterday.
Now what?
Skip, I think the thing is we were talking about how the New York media was beating him up. But this wasn't quarterback abuse. He deserved this.
No, I got it. That's the
yes, sir. Yes, sir, Shan. Yes, sir, Shan.
Over you.
But I guess there's something about a guy that Cutcliffe coaches because the demeanor. Because he's another Eli Manning. I mean, I can't tell if he's hot. I can't tell if he threw 2 touchdowns or 5 picks.
Yeah.
He's the same.
All right. Last quick point about Justin Jefferson. I admire his ability, but I've told you all year there's something missing in that psyche where he doesn't have that assassin gene in him. He doesn't have that baller gene.
I think he does. He was just getting doubled.
Stomping up and down on the side.
There's a way to stop him. Obviously, if you just focus the whole defense toward him. I think he has that assassin. I think he's still at the very least top 3. He might be number 1. I don't know. I'm gonna make my list of QBs, wide receivers, all that at the end of the year after Super Bowl, so we have off-season videos and stuff. But I don't know. When you focus the whole defense to him, obviously you're gonna stop him, and obviously Hawkinson had a big day. That's gonna happen. It's just not enough. That's what that's all I think it is. It's just not enough to win. But
throw me the damn ball. Right. And yesterday, he has 25 yards on their first drive, and then after that, he had 22 total yards after the opening drive. Well, it's just he kind of disappeared.
Right.
And you can say they took him out of the game.
Locked up.
But they were doubling. But you got to move.
Hey,
you got to find a way to get him open.
And you just got to throw it to him, man. I mean,
other stuff was working, so I guess they didn't. But yeah. All right, bro. All right, let's go ahead and check out a little bit of this segment.
This was the Chargers.
Crazy. Crazy.
Maybe it's just me, but we're starting to see more teams come back from big double-digit leads than at any point in time. And I think
for sure.
This was all about the Chargers.
They're looking to fire their coach for
had the momentum and lost it, and a team that didn't have the momentum and gained it. Skip, is just something, and unless you've been in that moment, it's hard to explain it because you're like, damn, having a lead, Skip, and all of a sudden, seemed like you can't.
27-0 is crazy, man.
We were just going up and down the field. Why
was it 27-0 in the second quarter, right? I don't think it was the Bears. I think the Jaguars ended up scoring in the second. It wasn't over, man. It really was never over. Once they put up that first touchdown, I knew it wasn't over. It's not necessarily over. You know what I mean? There's still a chance. It's not likely, but
nothing will salt away a big lead other than running the football. It was their
why they went up anyway? It wasn't really the offense doing nothing,
And the next thing you know, okay, they get a touchdown.
This was the only game that I picked wrong so far in my NFL bracket for the playoffs. Make sure to go check that out. I uploaded it Friday. It was the only game I got wrong, but a little asterisk around it because even in the video, in the NFL bracket video, I talked about Mike Williams. He was expected to play when I made the video, and then he didn't end up playing it. And I said how big of a part Mike Williams was to this offense because when he's balling, they're unstoppable. But so we are 4-1 because we picked the Bengals, we picked the Giants, we picked the Bills, and we picked the 49ers. So we're 4-1 right now.
Anything in like a quarter and a half, and they
I should pick the Jags, man.
In a quarter and a half. That's not good.
I wanted to pick the Jags, but the good thing was it was crazy. Every game except for the Giants, I wanted the team that I didn't pick to win in the bracket to actually win. It was crazy.
Yes,
None of them did, though.
Played unbelievable. Give him credit.
Except for the Jags.
He didn't have a short memory.
Except for the Jags.
He forgot everything that ever happened in the first half.
Yeah, short memory. Good shit, Trevor.
A lot of times you see
Trevor's him. Trevor's him. I've been saying this. He up next. He up next.
This kid threw 4 picks. Horrible picks.
Horrible.
Like, no, you know, like, damn. That was a heck of a play by the DB. I'm like, dude, he was just like hitting people in the chest. And then he just forgot everything.
Yes, sir.
Rebooted.
Yes, sir. Ski
from scratch. But Skip, this is about the Chargers. And I don't know how they talked about Staley and this talent last year missing the playoffs. Now this year you got a 27-point lead.
I had the video. Chargers overrated. I made it in the middle of the season. It's not that they were rated. I think Justin Herbert's really good and all that. I think Justin Herbert's amazing, right? Is he top 5? I don't know. But I'm saying everyone wants to give him top 5. Everyone wants to say this team's going to Super Bowl. Everyone's saying this, that. I haven't seen nothing. Just like Mahomes said, I'll believe it when I see it. Just like what Mahomes said, it's the same exact thing. I just haven't seen it. When I see it, I'll believe it. Until then, I can't say that this and that about, like, you know?
And you see what he did.
Justin Herbert's still going to be very good, though. You got to lose before you win, like I said, and you still do to lose a little bit. Now, like, but next year, if he loses again first round, sheesh. I'll be a little sad.
Did somebody tell you you're not a winner? Whatever Dougie P told him.
Dougie P different. Great coach.
He can make every throw.
Coach of the year candidate.
Big time skills. Big time skill. So now you see it wasn't an accident they used the first pick in the draft. But Skip, the Chargers, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they did. Up 27-0. You up 27.
All right, let's go ahead and here we skip by a segment.
Okay, you just can't do it. It's impossible, and they pulled off the impossible. And yet,
Skip probably loves Trevor.
Point,
I would think.
it's in the end, to me, it's obviously about Brandon Staley's defense because he's supposed to be a
I've been said that defense is trash and the problem. I've been said that.
Place. But I've told you from the start, there's something about Justin Herbert I don't love. I love the
I really think Justin Herbert is really good, and you can't blame this on him.
He's
but
got a bigger arm than Trevor Lawrence has. He's right up there.
It's the Chargers. I don't know. Chargers going to charge it, right?
Maybe not on the deep ball, but on any mid-range artillery, he's just like throwing howitzers.
Yes.
And yet, when I watched him at Oregon, they were losing key games because he would. It's not that he unravels completely. He just sort of loses focus, and all of a sudden they lose their way. And that's what happened in this game because I kept looking after the game. In the end, this made me feel a little better about my Cowboys blowing a 27-10 lead at Jacksonville.
Y'all losing tonight. Make sure to stay tuned. We're reacting to the Buccaneers versus Cowboys tonight. We cannot wait for that one. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm ready. I'm locked in. I'm locked in on the Cowboys losing tonight.
The Chargers watch of Jacksonville.
Okay.
So you know they weren't going to go away.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Here they come.
You got to put them
away. Yeah, Jaguars are nice. Hey, dog, appreciate the support. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to react to the game later. Make sure to go check out the reaction yesterday. Make sure to go check out my bracket if you haven't. I'm probably going to watch Skip and Shannon tomorrow, just the Cowboy segment. And yeah, I appreciate y'all's support. We're have some NBA reactions today, too. A lot of NBA reactions. There's some good games on today. So I appreciate y'all. I'm going to catch y'all in the next. Peace.